day. Happy Friday, y'all. We made it to the end of the week, or work week if you do work a 9 to 5. It's like a holiday when we make it to Fridays. But nevertheless, I wanted to jump on today and just open it up to just have some open conversations, to answer some questions, some frequently asked questions that people are searching, that people are asking pertaining to your purpose and gifts. So as you are coming on, feel free to drop your questions, your insights. If you're confused about something, need clarity in an area, that is what we are going to be doing over the next 30 minutes to an hour, depending on how long it takes to get through these questions. Or if y'all want to hang out a little longer, we can definitely do that. But I want to jump on into get to these questions so that you can walk in your purpose with more confidence. And then for those of you who are maybe confused about some things, have some more clarity to pursue what God is calling for you to do. And so that's what we're looking to do on tonight. For those of you who do not know me, if this is your first time being live, welcome to the Her Gifts Unlocked community. My name is 𝗂𝗂. I am a certified life coach and gift strategist, and I primarily focus on helping stay-at-home moms to discover their purpose and gifts and build the confidence to serve where God has gifted them to lead. So that is the focus, but we're going to get into some things on tonight. Just got done eating with the family and I had to sneak away to the basement while Dad has the kids. I got 6, so it's always nice to be able to sneak away for a little while and come hang out. So it's a little cold down here. I have like a little setup in my basement, but nevertheless, I did not bring a sweater or anything like that. But we're going to make it through. We are definitely going to make it through. We have about 15 to 20 questions that we're going to be talking through tonight. And I'll be looking forward to your commentary so that we can get into some things, okay? If I sound a little low, y'all let me know. My throat is trying to do some things, but we're going to still push through, okay? I kind of was going back and forth about if I wanted to do this tonight or wait until tomorrow, but I said, just push through, just push through. So here we are, okay? So y'all, listen, hey, welcome on in. We're hanging out tonight talking about purpose and gifts. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. Okay, we're gonna hit question number 1, which is what steps can I take to discover God's purpose for my life? Right? This is like the number 1 question that anybody seeking their purpose is asking. So the first thing that I want to speak to you all about is I want you to see purpose differently. Hey, welcome in. I want you to see purpose differently, okay? I don't know where you come from. I don't know what you believe. I don't know what you've been taught, but this is why we come together, just to hang out and to talk about these things. But steps that you can take to discover God's purpose for your life. Number 1, I want you to understand that your purpose has to be God's purpose, okay? There's a lot of people who feel like purpose is that thing I get to do freely. I get to choose, make all the choices for my life. For all you free people who feel like, I can just do my own thing, whatever feels good to me, right? That's kind of a part of it, but I want you to understand that God has a specific purpose and plan for your life. And sometimes we have our own idea, y'all. We be out here having our own idea of purpose and doing our own thing that feels good to us, that feels right to us, or sometimes logical. And it don't always line up with who God says that you are and who He is, right? Who we get to be because of Him. So number 1, I want you to understand that in discovering purpose, our purpose has to be God's purpose. Like, that's foundational. That's number 1. Number 2, it's not really something that you have to find or discover. It's really something that you have to understand and embrace. Okay? Y'all know these comments be small. What's freedom to you? Who's this? Real luck. Thanks for popping in. What's freedom to me? Being able to move without, restraints, living without bondage, okay? Not living in confusion, okay? Not living in deception, just to name a few. That's what I would consider freedom, okay? What I don't consider it is being able to do my own thing without any type of structure or guidance or any type of principles, right, to live by. We got to live by something. There's something that we have to understand right and wrong. So I ain't out here just doing my own thing because, I have free will, right? There are guidelines that I still follow, because of what I believe. That I believe in God. And so there are certain things that I'm not willing to do, So I hope that answered your question. Or if you were just looking for insight, I hope that works. So that's number 2, okay? What steps can I take to discover God's purpose? So number 1, we have to understand purpose is not my own thing to just go and do whatever I want to do with. Purpose is God's idea, and we're just a part of it. We're just a part of it, okay? I know we got to Earth, got real smart, and started doing our own thing, but we're a part of God's idea, okay? So that understanding for me changed everything. It changed how I moved. It changed how I received information. It changed, what I was willing to do when I understood. I say purpose is God's idea. If you came up with an idea and I came in and just took it and made it my own, you wouldn't be very happy about that, right? You'd be like, wait, no, that's my vision. That's not how I see things. And I believe it's the same thing with God. If we are a part of his purpose and plans, he already has a particular path that each of us are going to be set on, right, to accomplish. So it's kind of hard for a lot of people to accept, right? But if you live for God, because I don't know who I'm speaking to, but if you live for God, it should not be hard. It should be an easier step to take to align your belief that my purpose is God's purpose. My purpose is God's purpose, okay? I don't get to just take purpose and do what I want. Because what happens is you start doing what you want and living according to your own idea, but then you start expecting the same God results. And you're not going to get them, okay? you are not going to get the same results. So we want to be very high. Thank you so much for popping in. And so we want to be very conscious of that. Okay, so what strategies can help me to identify and activate my God-given gifts? Okay, who knows what their gifts are? Hey, who in here already knows what their gifts are? Thank you so much for hitting the like button as you come on in. If you're here, double tap, boom boom. You ain't gotta leave out the live. You just double tap, and it'll help us out. Okay, what strategies can help me to identify and activate my God-given gifts? So if you do not know, she said, okay, not me. Okay, and that's just fine, right? Because I was lost at one point too. I didn't always know what my gifts are, and guess what? God is always showing me new things, right? A lot of people feel like there's just one thing that you're supposed to do in life. I don't believe in one gift. I don't believe that I'm out here supposed to be trying to find some type of needle in a haystack. So let's talk about this. Okay, so first of all, with gifts, I want you to understand what is a gift. A gift is made to be given. Okay, so that's the first thing. It's not just something, it's not just for me to be really good at, right? A lot of people, they like to hype themselves up and brag how good they are at something, and that's fine. But the other side of that is doing it to be effective, not just doing it to be good, okay? I don't come across a lot of people like you and you're chilling, you seem so, I appreciate that. And my throat is trying to do something, okay? And I was debating on whether I should do this today or tomorrow, because I'm like, I'm usually a little bit more pumped up, but I was like, girl, just come on. Who gonna be here, gonna be here, and who not can catch the replay. But go hang out with the people who's here for you tonight. So I am a little bit more chill tonight because my throat is trying to act up, and I'm trying to get it together. Yes, thank you. I appreciate that so much. I think I need some hot tea with a little lemon, a little cayenne, like one shake of cayenne. Y'all know cayenne be tearing you up. A little cayenne, a little ginger, a little raw honey, and I think I can get it together. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that so much. Okay, so if you hear me sniffling, I'm trying not to do it too much, okay? All right, so back to talking about gifts, right? Because this is important, because this is the one part, this is what God has given us to do, to be a part of his idea, right? Purpose is God's idea, but he has given us gifts so that we can participate in his idea, right? There's a part that God has done, and then there's a part that we must do, and that's how we co-create. That's how we live a life with God, right? I know people always say, well, he's God, he can do whatever he wants. Well, yeah, he stands on his word, and guess what? He has also given us a part for us to go out into the earth and prove who God is through our gifts, if that makes sense. prove who he is through our gifts. We get to change our life through our gifts. We get to make a difference in other people's lives through our gifts. We get to travel through our gifts. We get to live in the houses we want through our gifts, and so much more, right? So the gift is powerful, but it's not just for you, but it's for you first. And then once you understand the power of your gift, now you have proof and confidence in what this same gift, how it changed your life and how it impacted you, what it has the potential to do and be for someone else. Okay? So for those of you who believe like the gift is just for me or the gift is just for others, no, it's for you first, and then it makes its way to others. Okay? Because I promise you, God would not give you a gift to impact someone's life and then you can't relate to the impact. You don't understand how this gift he gave you works for others and not you. That just don't make sense to me. Okay? That just don't make sense to me. Okay? So identifying your gifts, here's a strategy that God has given me. I call these your INGs, right? A gift is nothing more than actions we take that make a difference. Okay? In the simplest form, your gifts are actions you take, okay, to make a difference. So let's talk gift actions, because this will lead you to your gifts, okay? This will start to lead you there. Follow me. I'll call these your INGs, right? ING words are verbs that describe action. We got to take it back to school a little bit, okay? Anybody remember which verbs are? Words that describe action. So if we're talking about loving, healing, baking, recruiting, I don't care what it is that ended in ING, okay? There's 3 categories that, can y'all hear me? I know I'm talking low because my throat is doing things. Just let me know if y'all can hear me, and I'll try to amp up a little bit. Okay? 3 categories. I like it, I love it, or a neutral area will be more like I'm learning. Okay? 3 areas. List out every ING that you can think of in 5 minutes, because y'all like to be reaching for long periods of time. Like, I can't think of no more. Give me no more than 5 minutes. I promise you, when you do this activity, 5 minutes gonna seem like a long time. Go 5 minutes and write down every ING word, every action that you take throughout the day, in your home as a mother, on your job as a boss, wherever area you are in life. Okay? We're going to write down those ING words, those gift actions, and then we're going to drop them in 3 categories. Okay? I like it, I love it, or I don't really know how I feel about it because I'm still learning. Okay? It may be new. And then we're going to take that love list. Okay? We're not just going to throw away everything else, but we're going to focus in on what we say we love first. Okay? What we say we love first. We take that love list and we look at everything in it. And then I want you to drop it into 3 more categories, okay? The ability buckets. So we have ability, skilled ability, and gifted ability. And here's the difference. Your ability gift actions, okay, are going to be the things that you do because you have the ability, you can, or it just needs done. Okay, you're not inspired to change no one's life with it. You're not excited sometimes even about doing it, but you do it because it needs done, and you have the ability to do it. Okay, that for a mom, that might be as simple as cleaning. Okay, you may say, I gotta do it. I don't get excited about it. I can do it. I have the ability to do it. I just got to get it done. Okay? I'm not looking to change nobody's life with it. I'm not looking to go in nobody's home and do it for nobody else. Okay? I do it because it needs done. Okay, fine. That ING will go in the ability bucket. From there, you're going to look and see what's left in your bucket, and we're going to move over to skilled ability to see if anything will fall in there. Your skilled ability are going to be the things that you may invest your time in learning to become better at the main thing you do in life. Okay? well, I receive it. Thank you. your skilled ability are going to be the things that you may not want to do, but you're willing to do because it makes you better in an area. Okay. For example, if I'm a speaker, okay, so let's say my gift is speaking. I know my gift is speaking, and I'm speaking on stages. I'm traveling. I'm doing this thing, and I say, you know what? I want to increase my speaking ability, so I invest in storytelling. Okay, I need to learn storytelling to capture my audience attention a little more. Okay, storytelling isn't necessarily a gift of mine, but it will fall in a skilled ability because it supports my gift. It makes me better in an area. It helps me to show up more effective or more efficient somewhere. Okay, so we want to look at the things that we are looking to do so that we can show up better somewhere. Okay, or that it supports something else that we really love. And then we have our gifted abilities. Okay, these are going to be the things that excite you, motivate you. You can't wait to do them. You love the results, so you can't wait to do it again. Okay, you're looking to make a difference in somebody's life. You're looking to show up and serve in some type of way with them. Okay, we want to, even if you haven't yet, you want to, or you can't wait to. Okay, we will put those in the gifted ability. All right, and then from there, we will then focus on that gifted ability. Okay, we're narrowing down. Now we look at these gifted abilities, and then someone asked, basically, how do I activate my gifts? Okay, how do I activate? Activation, y'all. Yeah, no, I ain't gonna let them haters get to me. I'm gonna definitely put them in the Lord's hand. I won't give up. I won't give up. Thank you for that. Y'all so sweet. How do you activate your gifts? Activation doesn't have to be showing up in this capacity, getting on a camera, getting on a platform, speaking, going before the people. Activation is not just that. Activating your gifts can also be very still, very quiet, and not even public yet. Okay, it can still be in your home. God can still be working with you individually, helping you to increase in an area, helping you to gain more knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. See, activation is just a sign that something is started and something is going, something is flowing. I don't have to, me showing up on this camera is not a sign her gifts are activated now. No, because that also means that when I get off this camera, my gifts are no longer activated. So showing up, getting on a stage, getting on a platform, going to teach, for companies, being in front of people, that's not the only way gifts are activated. Okay. Activation can be you in your room, you at home, you in your secret place, just you and God. And you're doing something to become better. You're doing something to gain knowledge. You're doing something to gain understanding. You're doing something to become better. You're working on your healing. Okay. You're working on, your mindset. Okay. You're working on your heart emptying out. Okay. You're working on forgiveness. All of this is activation. When you're doing something that helps you to become better or more aligned with who God says that you are. Okay. Because why? Because what is purpose again? It's God's idea. It's not just about your gifts when we talk about purpose. It's understanding that I'm a part of something that I didn't create. Okay? Purpose is God's idea. And I want my purpose to be God's purpose. I do not want to take God's purpose and make it my own idea. Right? That's what a lot of us have done in the world. And that's a lot of what I see. People living their purpose. That means if it's your purpose, that means you also have to create your own results. If you're doing your own thing, we can't do our own thing and still expect God results. Okay? So if we're living our own idea, honey, go ahead and create them results and let's see where it gets you, because I know I've done it too and it didn't get me very far. Okay? I had to admit what I had going on wasn't working. What I had going on wasn't working. And so I was okay with admitting that, you know what, it's time for me to relinquish control and truly get my life aligned with who God says that I am, so that I can truly be, okay, not just tell myself I am, but truly be his idea in the earth. You know what I'm saying? Let me open up my computer again. You know, it fell asleep. Let's take a look at these questions you all are asking out here. Okay, what are some principles that will help me to steward my gifts well, or live my purpose? One of my number one principles, y'all, is this. Number one, replace it or repeat it. If y'all got your pens and your papers out, definitely write this down. Throw this in your phone notes. I've got to replace it or I've got to repeat it. Here's how this aligns with activating your gifts or showing up to serve, okay? Anytime, and I don't care if you are new to living your purpose in God, you are still trying to gain awareness of what your gifts are, depending on where you are, it really doesn't matter. This principle applies everywhere, okay? So replace it or repeat it is this, that if I am going to change something, if I'm going to, let's say, I'll give you an example. Let's say I say, I no longer want to live my own idea. Okay. I no longer want to live my own idea. Okay. That's great. That's great that you believe that. That's great that you want that. But what are we going to replace it with? Because if your own idea, if we're throwing that out, what are we bringing in so that we can secure that belief? Because if we don't secure it, we're going to return to it. Okay. If you say, I no longer want to live my own idea, then that means what I'm doing, I no longer want to do because I don't like the results that it's producing. I don't like who I've become because of it. Okay. You're realizing all these things. Now the principle says, well, then replace it. So we no longer have to go through that again. Right. So now I got to bring in some new habits. Now I've got to bring in some new activities. Now I've got to bring in some new thought process, some new thoughts to cancel out those old beliefs and those lies, right? I've got to replace it now so that I can live on a new belief that helps me to create a new result, show up as somebody that I actually love, okay, and help me to produce results in life that align with who God says that I am in the life that He wants me to live, okay? So replace it or repeat it is going to be a great principle to support you on this purpose journey. Okay, replace it or repeat it. Let's go to the next FAQ that you all are asking. How's everybody doing today? Let me ask y'all, where's everyone tuning in from? I'm always interested to know where everyone's tuning in from. Okay. Let's see. What does it look like? Well, I'm going to go up. Let me go up one. What signs indicate that I am walking in alignment with my purpose? Let's go with this one. What signs actually indicate that I'm doing it? Okay. What are the signs? Number one, it's not something that comes from people. It's not applause. It's not a congratulations. It's not someone telling you, I see you, girl, you doing your thing. No, it literally starts on the inside. The first sign is going to be acknowledging that I no longer want this old life, or I no longer want to live my own idea, right? You acknowledge something within yourself that cancels out the old and welcomes the new. Okay, that sign can also be a sign of walking in alignment. Can be a new activity. Okay, you brought in some new activities. Maybe I'm waking up and I'm saying my affirmations. Okay, then maybe I'm reading my Bible. Okay, maybe I am doing a little bit more writing about my vision. Okay, these are all signs that I'm in alignment with my purpose. It doesn't have to be the end result of what purpose will look like showing up, helping other people to get results, having all these testimonials, right? We can get there, but that's not all purpose is about. Okay, purpose is very, very, very private before it goes public. Okay, it starts on the inside before it makes its way to the outside. So those signs can be new activities. Okay, you're not doing the same things that you used to do. Okay, so identify, did I make a change in my activities? Did I make a change in the way that I think? Have I made changes in the way that I speak? Have I made changes in the way that I interact or engage, right? Start taking notes a little bit on your own life, right? And you can track, what am I doing different? Because with change comes changes, right? And so every change that you make is going to help bring a new result. So, walking signs that indicate that you're walking in alignment with God's purpose. Look at how your day is set up. Do you have more peace? Do you have a little bit more joy? Are you a little bit more excited versus feeling lost or feeling incomplete? Right? Start looking at how you feel. And at the end of the day, you can look back on your whole day, okay, when you lay down at night, and take an assessment on, how does today look different from yesterday? Okay, so taking notes and being able to track my activities, my thoughts, my words is going to be your signs, okay? We can get to all the results in helping people when it's time, but it doesn't start there, okay? It just doesn't start there. All right. Let's see what else, y'all. Let's see what else. And I'm jumping around because I like to get to some of the other ones that are a little bit more exciting for me to answer, but we're going to get through them. Okay, so what ways can I recognize opportunities to serve? What ways can I recognize opportunities to serve? Well, opportunities to serve, again, I have to keep saying that it's not directly connected with people. If you're a mom on here, your opportunities to serve can start in your home. It can start with your spouse. It can start with your children. Okay, it can literally start with just you. And I know sometimes when we're talking about serving your gifts or living your purpose, we directly associate it with other people, and we bypass being able to do those same things with ourselves and in our homes. Okay, it really does begin there. It doesn't have to just start outside of the home. Okay, so we have any moms on here, I want you to consider that living your purpose or serving your gifts can start in your home. It can start with your own family. Okay. Opportunities to serve. So depending on what God is calling you to do and what your gifts are, truly opportunities are all around us. And I will say this, that sometimes we bypass certain opportunities because of what we feel like we're ready for. For example, if a speaking opportunity came to you, you felt like, I'm still trying to not say and not say or I trip over my words, or I feel like I'm not ready to speak. If you feel that way, you could bypass an opportunity. So sometimes how we feel or underlying fears can cause us to overlook opportunities, and we literally go looking for what we feel like we're positioned for now, or what we're ready for now, or what we're good enough for now. Okay, so be very careful that you don't put yourself in that position, because anytime God opens a door for you, no matter what level you are on, no matter what you feel like you're qualified for, you are ready for whatever door God opens for you. Okay? So what we have to do when those opportunities come, or even before those opportunities show up, is tell ourselves, I am ready. I am equipped. I have everything that I need. God has positioned me to prosper in this area. When opportunities come, I will take them with both hands. I will not leave anything on the table, and God will be there to help me through it, because if He allowed it, or if He provided it, He's going to also provide what? Provision. He's going to help me see me through it. And here's another thing. You don't need confidence to get started. You need courage. So when these opportunities come and you sometimes feel like you're not ready, or you feel like some type of underlying fear, be okay with it not being perfect. Be okay with it being a little rusty. Okay? Because it's okay for it to not be how you saw it in your head. Okay? Because God is still doing something in you. When we're talking about God's purpose is God's idea, we've got to remember we are a part of it. And every opportunity, God is doing something in us. But we sometimes we don't want to be shamed, or we don't want to look a certain way, or we don't want nobody to record us and put us out there, because that's the world that we live in. We don't want to sound like we don't know what we're talking about. We don't want to look unprepared. We don't want to look out of position. I get what comes with the human nature, but also understand that when it's a God thing, when it's truly a God thing, and we truly understand that I'm living according to God's idea, and there is something that God is doing in me, all while I'm doing something for Him, even though it don't look its best my first time or my 10th time, even though I'm a little rusty, He is perfecting and He is cultivating something in you. So it's okay to take opportunities that you may feel like I'm not ready for. That opportunity would not have come or presented itself to you if what you have, what you know, wasn't good enough for the opportunity. You're ready. Okay, we are no longer going to bypass the open doors that God is providing for us. We are not going to slam the door in our own faces anymore. And if you're done with that, let me know in the chat. I'm not going to slam shut no door that God opens for me. I'm not going to slam shut no door that God opens for me. Because if it's for me, it's for me. And whatever God is doing to me, I'm okay. I'm going to let Him do it. Whatever He is changing in my thoughts, whatever He is changing in my words, whatever He is changing in my heart, whatever He is changing in my life, in my circle, okay? Whatever He is doing, I'm okay with what He's doing, because He's molding me and He's making me and He's positioning me for such a time as this. He's opening the doors and He's closing the doors. But one thing I'm not going to do is bypass the opportunities that He literally put before me. He created this opportunity for me. And we have to realize that when we do not embrace where we are, what we know, who we are today, that we won't be tomorrow, we have to embrace that, because we will literally crush. We will literally bypass, overlook, dismiss every opportunity that God wants you to obtain, because that opportunity is going to create another opportunity. That open door is going to create another open door. And if you don't go through them, right, we forfeit. We will forfeit everything that God has for us. Okay, so we want to get out of that practice. We were answering the question of in what ways can I recognize divine opportunities to serve? Okay, the first thing we're going to do is become okay with who I am, what I know, and what I have, and realize that whatever opportunity comes my way, that opportunity came because of something they already saw in me, okay? Where I currently am, with the current knowledge that I have, and as I am, right? That opportunity came because they heard something that they liked, they saw something that they like, or someone else recommended you because of something they saw or liked or resonated with, okay? So opportunities are not coming because you're not ready. Opportunities are not just coming or opening up for you because, well, you're not prepared or positioned. No, it's purpose is a journey of ongoing cultivation, okay, and ongoing preparation. Excuse me, y'all. Woo. Good evening. How are you doing? What's your life? Yeah, I'm doing well. As you can see, my throat is trying to do something. And I'm just trying to make it through this live. We'll probably have to do another Q&A tomorrow, because I can really feel like I need to go and get this tea. But thank you so much. Definitely going to have a great weekend, and blessings to you as well. So with that said, I do think I need to drop off because I need to get this tea in me. But we will come back on tomorrow and do another Q&A to kind of finish up and continue this conversation. But I definitely wanted to jump on today and get this started, and we can continue. But other than that, have an amazing day, because you get to, hopefully because you want to, and I'll check back in. And remember these two things: you are gifted to lead, and you've got the keys. Keys in this community represents the ability to know, embrace, yield, and serve. And I always say you have the power of God within that helps you to know, embrace, yield, and serve. Okay, let me go get the tea. You can hear me. I'm about to be out of it. Have a good night, you all. I will see you all tomorrow.